Hi, welcome to my session today, and we are going to be talking about the true meaning of financial freedom and why you need it. All right. So this is going to be an interesting session. Just hold on. Let me make sure I'm live on all channels, and we're going to start uh, discussing this in details. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about the true meaning of financial freedom and why you need it. So, in this session, we're going to divide it into three parts. First, we talk about what financial freedom is, looking at the background and how even that term came about. Then, we're going to look at why do you really need financial freedom. Then, we are also going to end with the consequences of not achieving financial freedom for you. Okay, so let's get started. When you talk about financial freedom today, we all know this is a buzzword. What does that mean? This is a word, that you see people use here and there. You see it in blogs, you see it in, content online. Everybody's talking about financial freedom. But when somebody actually asks you, what is financial freedom? Do you know what it actually means? Can you put it together into a sentence? Do you know what financial freedom looks like? When somebody have achieved financial freedom, what does it look like? So, I said let's go back to the history. So when I started researching more about financial freedom, I figured that the term financial freedom started becoming, kind of started coming together around the 90s. In the 90s, so there was this popular book, Your Money or Your Life, that was written by Vicky Robin and Joe. And so I think that book kind of started the conversation about, like, it started with financial independence and stuff like that, right? And fast forward to the year 2000s up to 2010, there was this thing called the FIRE movement. FIRE, FIRE, which stands for financial um, financial independence, retire early. You must have heard that. Talking about financial independence, retire early. That's FIRE movement. So this movement started, it became cool to refer to what they were doing as financial freedom. So they were basically encouraging people to achieve financial independence so that they can retire early. That was like, what I'm discussing now is the rudimentary concept. But I'll tell you, like, for example, the FIRE movement, they were promoting you having more control over your life, freedom, so that you don't have to do mandatory jobs, flexibility to choose the life you want to live. These were kind of the movements that was going on, early 2000s up until 2010. So in summary, that concept, financial freedom, then became popular with that movement. And basically, when they are talking about financial freedom, they are talking about freedom from financial fears. Okay, that you are not constantly worrying about money, worrying about how you're going to survive, worrying about how you're going to pay your bills. So freedom from debt, right? But also freedom to live according to your values. That's because when you're worrying about money, worrying about how you're going to eat, worrying about how you're going to pay your bills, anything that can give you money, you are ready to do it, right? Especially if it's legal, you are ready to do it. So you see people buried in jobs that they're not interested in doing businesses that the sole aim of the business is to make money, without really considering much about themselves, their values, their gifts, their reason for being on earth. So this is what financial freedom is really referring to, which is what? Freedom. Freedom from financial fears. I just want you to look at that. Freedom from financial fears, freedom from financial stress. So when you're talking about achieving financial freedom, this is what you are aiming for. So if you look at this thing now, the question is, from what I've described, what is financial freedom not? Financial freedom, financial freedom is not about living luxury life, right? Financial freedom is not about is not about getting rich, having a yacht, buying first class, being on perpetual vacations, living life by the beachside with water running or sand touching your feet. All these things are, are the images that come to our head these days when somebody mentions financial freedom. But this is exactly what financial freedom is not. All right, which is why I say we started with what financial freedom is. Now we're saying what is financial freedom not. Financial freedom is not about having designer clothes, having designer bags, being in the top echelon of the society. Financial freedom is being free from the financial free, being free from financial fear of how your finances are going to go. All right. So the main insight I want you to take away from all that I've said is that financial freedom is financial freedom is not a destination. It is a means to an end. Financial freedom is not a destination. It's not that you have now become rich, so you're financially free. You now live by the beachside, so you're financially free. It's not a destination. It's a means to an end, which I'm going to explain more about that as we go. Okay. So now, one thing I want you to know is that a big problem, in as much as the FIRE movement created, like, help people to come up with the concept of financial freedom, it also it also destroyed the real reason for financial freedom. I'll tell you more about that. So, which is a problem, because when people started thinking that financial freedom means financial independence, retire early, right? So people started associating financial freedom as early retirement, something you do for early retirement. So when they start, it's like you're associating financial freedom with early retirement, which it is not, right? I'll tell you more, which it is not. So because of that, some people will now ask themselves, do I really want to retire now? If I retire, what will I be doing? They don't have an answer for that. So they just discard it. There's not really any reason to be financially free. After all, what will I do with it? Do I even want to retire now? Even some people have gone the extra mile of trying to retire early. Like sometimes, I don't know if you have seen videos like this where you will see someone will say that, oh yeah, maybe they sold their business or something, then they had this bulk money, and they will not tell you how after that they just decided that they were going to travel around the world for a year. And then you will start hearing them say something like, after 1 year of doing that travel, they became bored. So when you hear stories like this, you're like, no wonder I too don't want to retire early. There's no reason for that. But that's because you have associated the wrong thing with financial freedom. Financial freedom is not about early retirement. I'll tell you more about that. It's not about early retirement. So let's take a step back and say this. When you don't know what something is for, you will not know what it should be used for. If you don't know what something is for, you will not know the use. And if you don't know the use, you will not know why you need it. Let's do an experiment. So I'm going to show you something. What is this? Make a guess. What is this? What is this? All right. So what I'm showing you right now means nothing to you. Perhaps you say a round ball, right? Again, if you don't know what something is for, you will not know what to use it for. Therefore, you will not know why you need it because you don't have a use for it. This is exactly what happened to financial freedom. When people did not really know, did not understand what financial freedom is, right? When they did not understand what financial freedom is, they couldn't understand what they're going to use financial freedom for when they achieve it. So they did not understand that they needed financial freedom. Okay, now let me take that a step further. Look at what I was showing you. So what if I then tell you that inside this round ball is a balm, lip balm? Now that you know what it is for, you will know what to use it for, right? Lip balm is used for the lips. to make the lips soft, right? To enhance lip dryness, to make the lip soft, right? So now that you know that this is lip balm, you know what to use it for, right? To moisturize your lips. This is what you use it for. Now you know why you need it. It's easier to know why you need it. So, for example, if I'm coming to do a live session like this, if I'm coming to teach, all right, I will remember, oh, while I'm talking, sometimes my lips may get dry. Let me pick my lip balm and keep it close to me in case I need it. Why? So now I know what this is for. Therefore, it has helped me to understand what to use it for. So I know why I need it. So backtrack to financial freedom. When you don't know the meaning of financial freedom, you will not know what to, like, you don't know what it should be used for. Okay? And then you will not know why you need it. So apart from this thing that now looks like, educational discussion, let's bring financial freedom home. Let's bring financial freedom home. What does it really mean? We've said financial freedom means having what it really means is having enough resources. Having enough resources to take care of yourself and your bills now and in the nearest future, so that you won't be worried about your existence. Having enough resources so that you can take care of yourself now and in the nearest future, so that you are not worried. It's like you know how your living expenses will be covered. All right. So once you get that sorted, you then become free from financial fears, free from doing jobs that you don't like, free from thinking about, oh, what is my gift, so that you can go and you can maybe start using your gift to bless humanity. You can start a business, you can start an organization. Even when you're working in an organization, you will choose to work in the department that directly align with your gifts, instead of just looking for the department that is going to pay you more money. For example, there are many people who are managers today in an organization who shouldn't have any business leading people. They don't even like leading people. They don't like interacting with people. But they took the managerial position because the managerial position will pay more. So because of that, they are frustrating the people in their department. True or false? Have you come across people at work that like, whether it's where you're working now, whether it's where you worked before, where you feel like this person should have no business leading people. This person should have no business doing this role that they are doing. Right? Even for you, you may have seen yourself in that position. It's more common than not. All right. So the question now is, now that we know that financial freedom is about having enough resources to take care of ourselves now and in the future, the real thing that is going to make you pursue financial freedom is if you know why you need it. For a very long time, I can tell you that I even have not been able to pass through the thinking ceiling of financial freedom beyond what is financial freedom. But after you have discussed what financial freedom is, why you have to go to the next level, which is, why do you need it? Because if you don't know why you need it, you're not going to pursue it. And this is the most important aspect of this conversation today. Why do you need financial freedom? Have you ever thought about that? Why do you need financial freedom? Why is it important for you to achieve financial freedom? I'll tell you. The real reason for financial freedom is so that it settles you and allow you to go pursue your purpose in life. Allow you to start asking yourself, what am I good at? How can I use it to bless humanity? How can I use it to bless my generation? There are many people today, they have things in their mind that they want to do. They know things they want to do, right? The ideas are flow into their head. They know things that, oh, when you tell me about this, oh, I don't have any problem handling this. I can do this all day without even getting tired. They know their gifts. They have a vision for their life. But financial freedom is the only state in which you have the freedom to pursue your purpose in life. Without financial freedom, before you achieve financial freedom, your purpose will be pursuing money so that you can pay your bills. Before you achieve financial freedom, your purpose will be pursuing money so that you can pay your bills. But the moment you have that sorted, the moment you achieve financial freedom, it clears your head and puts you in a position to now start pursuing your purpose in life. So why do you need financial freedom? You need financial freedom so that you can pursue, so that you can have the peace of mind to pursue your purpose in life. Remember, financial freedom is freedom from financial fear, right? So the essence of having freedom from financial fear is so that you can have the peace of mind to pursue your purpose in life, the peace of mind to pursue your gift in life, to refine your gifts. Many of us have gifts that the gift is still in its raw form. You know how to sing very well, but you have never had the opportunity to go to musical school or to join a choir because, or to join a band because you are too busy pursuing money. You are too busy trying to pay your bills, trying to pay your mortgage, trying to pay your electricity bills. Because you are focused on doing these things, you never have the opportunity to explore your gift, to refine your gift, and to use your gift to bless humanity. Now, when I talk about it that way, people are like, oh, the gift you're talking about, is this singing? I'll tell you for sure. There are people who are multi-millionaires because they sing. True of us. And that's just an example. We all don't have the same gifts. We have different gifts. So you have your own gift. I'll have my own gifts. I love teaching. I love teaching. And if you know me very well, well, you know, you probably don't. Like from the days of primary school, from the days of secondary school, from the days of high school, whatever it's called in your jurisdiction. I know I'm talking to people from around the world. Okay. So from the days of early childhood education, I've always loved maths. In fact, by the time I was finishing secondary school or high school, you know, I was a science student, did chemistry, biology, physics, all these I got A's in them. I also got A's in maths, but I always, before, like up until now, I always say that even though I got A's in all my science courses, I still call maths my best subject because I don't read it. I don't read it. Okay? So, because I don't read it, this is the same reason why if you talk about investments, I understand it. If you talk about numbers, I understand it. If you talk about stock valuation, calculating this, calculating that, I understand it. It is that same gifts that I've channeled towards stock investing right now. The way I look at it, think about it this way. If I have not achieved financial freedom, I'll be so busy wherever I'm doing whatever work I'm doing right now that I won't be here speaking to you. You see how lack of financial freedom prevents people from pursuing their gifts and also rob you from benefiting from their gifts. Okay? So you need financial freedom so that the stronghold money, the pursuit of money is holding on you. It will let you go so that you can go think of what are you good at? What are you really good at? Your zone of personal competence. It is difficult to go for that because some of those things sometimes, if you see somebody who is singing today and making millions, watch closely. Maybe they were not even making money the first year, second year they went into music. Maybe they even spent 1 year in musical school. They had to pay for it. So if they didn't have the money to pay to go to music school, maybe they wouldn't even be as good as they are now. You see the point? A lot of time you need time and resources in order to refine your gift for you to get you to the place where you're going to make a lot of money. And one thing that people miss is that your true source of wealth is buried in your gifts. So when you are chasing money and leave your gifts, you have turned things upside down. You are supposed to pursue your gifts, refine it, use it, and people will pay you heavily for that. So your true source of wealth is hidden in your gifts. But because you are chasing money to pay bills, to pay mortgage for the rest of your life, without achieving financial freedom, you never go after your gifts. So it's like you keep chasing, it's like a carrot in front of you. All right. When you are not working in your zone of competence, wealth is like a carrot. You keep chasing it, but you never get it. The true people achieving well, think about it. Think of anybody you know close to you who is rich. Okay, maybe if there's nobody close to you who is rich, think of anybody you've seen online who is rich. Look at what they are doing. Most times they are working in their area of competence. Many people look at somebody like Mark Zuckerberg. Let's look at Elon Musk today. I'm not saying Elon Musk should be your mentor. That's not the point. But let's take a look at Elon Musk. One time I was talking to somebody and I said, I was using Elon Musk as an example. I said, oh no, he's not my mentor. And the person said, oh, why not? If somebody is rich doesn't mean they should be your mentor, okay? Anyway, I'm not saying he's a bad person or a good person. I'm just saying that he's not a mentor to me. But I just want to use him as an example. Look at the current thing he's building about rockets. How many failures? How many years? Yes, they have raised money. The value of the business have increased, but they're not profitable. They're not profitable. And they have been going for years. But he's able to do that because he has money somewhere. Do you get the point? I'm just using that to explain that your wealth is buried in your gift. If you can achieve financial freedom, which is the barest minimum resources to cover your bills now and in the nearest future without being worried, it allows you to go and then work on your gift, which is where your true wealth is buried. But when you leave this and you are chasing money because you have not achieved financial freedom, so every day you wake up, you go to work. Every day you wake up, you go to work. Every day you wake up, you go to your business. And you are just chasing money to pay bills, to pay mortgage, to pay this, to pay that. This is what they call rat race, right? Or donkey race, as the case may be. And this is where it ends for you. You continue to do this until the day you die. That's not what life is about. For you to live a life of fulfillment, a life where your gift is shining, you refined it. Think about diamond. Most diamond that you see is because they've been filed. That's why you can see them sparkling. In its raw state, you probably won't use it for jewelry. Okay? Gold in its raw state, you won't make anything out of it. But once it's refined and designed, arranged, now we all want it for ourselves. So most gifts that come in their raw form, they need to be refined, they need to be processed. It needs time and money to do that. If you don't have financial freedom, you will never be able to dedicate time towards processing your gifts, towards refining your gifts, towards making your gift, presenting your gift, like refining it enough to present it to the world. And yet, that gift is the source of your wealth. So what we are talking about today is that you need to have achieved financial freedom so that you can go and work on your purpose in life. You can go and refine your gift and use it to bless your generation. And in the process, you're going to make lots of money. So many people have it turned upside down, which is the essence of this session today. Okay, so I've explained to you why you need financial freedom. You need financial freedom so that you can have the peace of mind that you need in order to go chase your dreams, in order to go refine your gift and use it to bless your generation and use it to bless yourself. That ability to accumulate wealth you're looking for is buried in your gift, but many people have packed their gifts on the shelf while doing job in order to pay bills. They've made paying bills their purpose in life, and that's not your purpose. Think about it. If coming to this earth, paying bills is all life is about, then why are you here? If paying bills is the reason you are here, then why are you here? Think about it. It can't be the reason you are here. It can't be the reason you were born, so that you can come and pay bills. All right? So let's look at, I want you to know that financial freedom is not optional. From what we've discussed now, financial freedom is not optional. You need to achieve financial freedom so that you can go live your best life. So as a human, financial freedom is not optional. All right? It's a necessity. You need to achieve financial freedom so that you can go live your best life. All right? So the question is, are there consequences for not achieving financial freedom in life? What do you think? Are there consequences for not achieving financial freedom in life? Yes, there are. The consequence for not achieving financial freedom in life is like there are two layers. There is the consequence at the individual level, but there's also the consequence at the societal level. So at the individual level, the consequence for not achieving financial freedom is that you're going to be living a meaningless and stressful life. Your life will not have meaning because the only reason you see that you exist is because you want to pay bills. So your life will be meaningless and it will be stressful because you are stressing out about finances all the time. Why are you stressing out about finances? Because the true source of your wealth is buried in your gifts, and you have left your gift in order to chase money to pay your bills. So there's a mismatch. There's a misalignment. You have a powerful source of wealth. It is the gift that you were born with. It's a powerful source of wealth for you. But when you leave that gift to chase money to pay bills, you're going to suffer. So if you've seen yourself stressed out lately, ask yourself, what's the meaning of life? Am I just here to be paying bills? I'm talking to you then. All right? I'm talking to you then. This message is for you. So not pursuing financial freedom has a consequence. And that consequence is that you'll be living a meaningless and stressful life. Just like many people right now. At the societal level, is there a consequence? Yes. The consequence is that you are supposed to focus on your gift, refine your gift, and use it to bless us. So when you are buried at work, doing something that does not even match your strengths, anything that is not directly linked to your gift is a waste of time. So when you are doing that, those of us in the world who are supposed to benefit from you, it's like you are robbing us. You are robbing humanity. You are robbing your generation of your gift. Your gift that you are supposed to use to bless us, you are robbing us of that impact. That's why I say there is the consequence for you as an individual living meaningless and stressful life, but there's also the consequence for the society, for the people around you, which is that right now we can't benefit from you. Think about it. Imagine you were focusing on your gifts. Because of that, your gifts even help you to make much more money, right? Because your gift is unique to you. So when you shine that uniqueness, everybody is coming. You are blessing them and they are paying for it in their own way. That money you would have made, imagine how it could have helped you and your family and your friends and the people around you. Now they are all also living in financial stress because you refuse to pursue your gifts because you are not financially free. You see, so everything is linked. Again, I repeat that financial freedom is not optional for you, it's a necessity. It's not optional, it's a necessity. Okay? So what do I want you to take away from this session today? What I want you to take away from this session is that you need to achieve financial freedom so that you can focus, so that you have the peace of mind to focus on doing work. Okay, let me repeat. You need to achieve financial freedom so that you have the peace of mind to focus on your gifts, refining it and sharing it with the world. You need to achieve financial freedom so that you can have the peace of mind to live a life of purpose, a value-driven life. When I say life of purpose and value-driven life, I feel that some people will feel like they can easily get away because they say, what I'm doing at work doesn't it add value? They'll be like, yeah, it adds value. Then they'll be like, yeah. That's why I am strictly talking about your gift, your core competence that you were born with, and how that is going to help humanity and help you in return as well as people pay you for your gift. Your gift is your source of wealth. So again, the takeaway is that you need to achieve financial freedom so that you can have the peace of mind to pursue your purpose in life. All right? That's one thing I want you to take away. But now let's look at one question I want to leave you with. So the question I want to leave you with is, if you had enough resources to take care of your bills now and in the nearest future in such a way that you have peace of mind, you have freedom from financial fear, what will you be doing? Will you be doing what you are doing now? Will you be doing the work you are doing now? Will you be doing the business you are doing now? Will you be running the organization you are running now? Will you be where you are now, whatever that may be? That I want you to reflect on it. If you can reflect on it, it will show you that you truly need financial freedom. It's not enough to understand what financial freedom is. You must understand why you need it, which I've explained to you. Because that is what is going to help you to decide to achieve financial freedom, to work towards financial freedom. If you don't know why you need it, you will not chase it. Okay? So, my name is Dr. Linda Pajuel. I'm the CEO and founder of Investornomy, and myself and my team, we're showing people how to achieve financial freedom by investing in stocks and ETF, by investing in the stock markets. All right? So share this message with somebody. After you finish watching it, as you have finished watching it now, copy the link and send it to somebody you know that this person needs. Like maybe you see the person living a stressful life, getting worried about finances and all of that. Share this message with them. All right? Take good care of yourself till I see you again.